I am Aligar Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government Postgraduate College, Sirguppa. Today's my chapter is Diffraction of Light. Today I will discuss about what is a Joule plate, how the Joule plate which can be constructed, what is the theory of Joule plate, and so on. A Joule plate is a device used to focus light or other things, exhibiting wave character. Unlike lenses or curved mirrors, Joule plates use diffraction instead of refraction or reflections. It is an optical device which provides a direct experimental verification of Fresnel's off-period zones. It is an optical device which provides a direct experimental verification of Fresnel's off-period zones. A plate of glass marked out into concentric zones or rings, alternately transparent and opaque, used like a lens to bring light to a focus. Here the Joule plate is an optical device which is used to or provides a direct experimental verification of Fresnel's off-period zones. The plate of glass marked out into concentric zones or rings, alternately transparent and opaque, used like a lens to bring light to a focus. So it can be constructed based on the facts that the area of off-period zones are equal. What about the concentric rings? They are drawn on the glass plate, where the area of each off-period zones must be equal. The radii of off-period zones are proportional to the square root of the natural numbers. So what we discussed in previous class, in case of Fresnel's off-period zones, where the radius is directly proportional to square root of the natural number. So called for the construction of Joule plates, we have the radii of off-period zones are proportional to the square root of the natural numbers. Then third one, if the light is obstructed from alternate zones, the intensity of the image sufficiently increased. So these are that means some of the things we must need during the construction of Joule plates. So the Joule plate can be constructed such that the large number of concentric circles with the radii proportional to the natural numbers are drawn on the sheet of paper having alternate transparent and opaque. So usually the Joule plate which can be constructed where the number of concentric circles which are drawn on the paper, so that the radii are proportional to the square root of the natural numbers, having alternate transparent or opaque regions or zones. So again we have two types of zone plates based on the alternating transparent and opaque zones. The odd numbered zones covered with a black paint. Then a reduced photograph of this is taken on a glass plate of uniform thickness. In the negative of photograph, the odd numbered zones that are printed black appear transparent. Even zones appear black opaque. The glass plate in this case is called positive zone plate. So draw the concentric circles on the paper, sheet of paper, such that the radii proportional to the square root of the natural numbers. Then odd number zones are covered with a black paint. And they take photograph of that sheet and develop the negative of that photograph. In the negative of that photograph where the odd number zones are painted black appears transparent and even zones appear black, so called opaque. Then the glass plate in this case is called positive zone plate. Here R is equal to R1 plus R3 plus R5 plus R7 plus etc. Because here the odd number zones only the transparent. Even number zones they are opaque. Then what is the negative zone plate? Which is exactly opposite to that of the positive zone plate. In this case, the even numbered zones are covered with a black paint. Then a reduced photograph of this is taken on a glass plate of uniform thickness. In the negative, odd numbered zones appear black and even numbered zones are transparent. The glass plate in this case is called as negative zone plate. Here odd number zones are opaque and even number zones are transparent, so that the resultant intensity R or resultant amplitude R is equal to minus of R2 plus R4 plus R6 plus R8 etc. etc. So that means these are the two types of zone plates, are positive zone plates and negative zone plates. Now let us discuss about the theory of zone plates. Now you see the diagram. So left of the diagram that indicates the rays which are from sources. The right of the diagram P that indicates that image of that source, U object distance, V image distance, where XY that indicates so-called zone plate, where shaded areas that indicates opaque regions, then so the neighboring region is known as transparent region, where OMN radius of the first zone, OM2 radius of the second zone, OM3 radius of the third zone, OMN radius of the fourth nth zone. V plus lambda by 2, V plus 2 lambda by 2, V plus 3 lambda by 2, V plus n lambda by 2. So that indicates the path difference. So this is what about the significance of diagram. Let S is a point source of light at a distance U from the center O of the zone plate. and P is a point on the screen at a distance V from O. The intensity at P is to be calculated. Let S be the source and P be the position of image, U object distance, V image distance. Then calculate whatever the intensity at a point P. Let lambda be the wavelength of monochromatic light emitted from the source S. Let R1, R2 and R3 etc. R1 be the radii of first, second, third etc. nth of period zones. R1 be the radius of first of period zone, R2 be the radius of second of period zone, R3 be the radius of third of period zone, Rn be the radius of nth of period zone. So from the above diagram, we say that Smn square which is equal to So square plus Omn square which is equal to U square plus Rn square. So where SMNO is a triangle. Now you see the diagram. SMNO is a triangle. So right angle triangle. So from such a triangle, we say that Smn square which is equal to So square plus Omn square, where So is nothing but object distance between S and O, say U square plus Rn square. Rn is the radius of the nth concentric zone, nth zone, opposite zone. So further which can be done as Smn is equal to U square plus Rn square all to the power of 1 by 2. Smn is equal to U square all to the power of 1 by 2. 1 plus Rn square by U square all to the power of 1 by 2. Smn is equal to U into 1 plus Rn square by 2U square using binomial theorem. Then Smn is equal to U plus Rn square by 2U. Then similarly Pmn is equal to V plus Rn square by 2V. So then from the diagram SMNP which is equal to Smn plus Pmn, SMNP is equal to U plus Rn square by U plus V plus Rn square by 2V. Then further SMNP which is equal to U plus V plus Rn square by 2U plus Rn square by 2V, and SOP which is equal to SO plus OP which is equal to U plus V. Then the path difference SMNP minus SOP which is equal to Smn plus Pmn into SO plus OP. Then path difference which is equal to U plus V plus Rn square by 2U plus Rn square by 2V minus U minus V. Here plus U and minus U plus V and minus V, they get cancel each other. Then path difference is equal to Rn square by 2 into 1 by U plus 1 by V. The path difference between two consecutive opposite zones is lambda by 2. Say therefore Rn square by 2 into 1 by U plus 1 by V which is equal to L lambda by 2. This is for nth opposite zone. Then Rn square is equal to Nu V lambda by U plus V. Further Rn is equal to root of Nu V lambda by U plus V. Then Rn is equal to root of N root of U V lambda by U plus V. Then where U is constant, V is constant, lambda is also constant. Then Rn is proportional to root of N. The radii of the opposite zones are proportional to the square root of the natural numbers. Then area of the nth zone, which is given by n is equal to pi r n square minus pi r n minus 1 square, which is equal to pi u v lambda by u plus v n minus pi u v lambda by u plus v into n minus 1. Then further, which can be done as, after simplification, we will get area of the nth operate zone an is equal to pi u v lambda by u plus v. So from the above equation, we say that the area of all the operate zones from 1 to nth zones must be the same. That means they are equal. So note from the equation rn square into 1 by u plus 1 by v, which is equal to n lambda. Further, which can be done as 1 by u plus 1 by v, which is equal to n lambda by rn square. The above equation is similar to the Lenz's formula, so called 1 by u plus 1 by v, which is equal to 1 by f. So therefore 1 by f is equal to n lambda by rn square. Then f is equal to rn square by n lambda. So this is the principal focal length of the zone plate. F is equal to rn square by n lambda. So this is the expression for the principal focal length of the zone plate. Thus the zone plate acts as a convex lens with multiple foci. The area of each zone in the zone plate an is equal to pi u v lambda by u plus v, which is equal to pi u v lambda by u into 1 plus v by u. If u is equal to infinity, that is source is at infinite distance, then the area which is equal to pi v lambda by 1 plus v by infinity, then the area which is equal to pi v lambda. Then consider a point along the axis at a distance p by 3 from the zone plate. Then the area operate zone with respect to P3 is pi v lambda by 3. That is 1 by 3rd of the area each zone on the zone plate. Hence each zone in the zone plate will contain 3 of period elements corresponding to P3. Thus P3 will be bright, and P3 is the second total point at distance v by 3, and the focal length of the second focal point is f3 is equal to rn square by 3n lambda. Then in general say f p, which is equal to rn square by 2p minus 1 into n lambda. Thus the other foci will be at distances v by 5, v by 7, v by 9, etc. So then what are the comparison between? So what are the comparison between a zone plate and a convex lens? It is zone plate means it is an optical device which provides a direct experimental verification of Fresnel's operate zones. So convex lens, it is an optical device which is bounded by the two spherical surfaces. In case of zone plates, 1 by u plus 1 by v, which is equal to n lambda by rn square. That means 1 by f, which is equal to n lambda by rn square. But in case of convex lens, 1 by f, which is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v, where u object distance, v image distance, lambda wavelength of light used, f focal length. Then its focal length depend on wavelength of light, where the focal length of the zone plate which depend on the wavelength of light used, so called f is inversely proportional to lambda. Therefore f v is greater than fr. So focal length for violet is greater when compared to red. So in case of convex lens, focal length depend on wavelength of light used, so that in this case focal length is directly proportional to wavelength of light used. So, for violet color, focal length is less. For red color, focal length is more. FV is less than FR because the wavelength of violet color is in the order of 4000. The wavelength of red color is in the order of 7000. So that in case of zone plate, FV is greater than FR. In case of convex lens, FV is less than FR. In case of zone plates, we observed multiple foci. In case of a convex lens, a single focal length is observed. So, a zone plate which shows chromatic aberration, where the convex lens is also shows a chromatic aberration. So then, next difference, the image is formed due to diffraction. In case of convex lens, the image is formed due to a refraction. So that means just note this point. In case of zone plate, where image is formed due to the phenomenon of diffraction, whereas in case of convex lens, the image is formed due to the phenomenon of refraction. Again, what about the magnification in both the cases? In case of zone plate and then in case of convex lens. In case of zone plate, magnification is given by M is equal to, it's the ratio of size of the image to the size of the object, say SI by SO. So similarly in case of convex lens, the concept is same, say magnification which is the ratio of size of the image to the size of the object, so that SI by SO. In case of zone plate, intensity at P is less when compared to that of lens. Intensity at P is given very large when compared to zone plate. That means intensity at point P due to diffraction in case of zone plate is very less. Intensity at point P due to refraction in case of convex lens is very large. So that is the difference between zone plate and a convex lens. Then it forms real image of an object on the side opposite to the object. Similarly, in convex lens case also, it forms a real image of an object on the side opposite to that of the object. So these are the differences between zone plate and convex lens. So in this class we discussed about what is zone plate, what are the different types of zone plates, positive zone plate, negative zone plate, how the positive zone plate that can be constructed, how the negative zone plate can be constructed, then the working of zone plates, then the theory of zone plates, and then the differences between zone plate and a convex lens, and so on. Thank you.